learning, street smartness versus perfect resumes. So the whole key line is don't reject gaps. They reject idle time. So the outcome of this session will be confidence and execution, clarity, and how you're gonna make your life ahead with this pointers, a new journey that you want to live along. All right. So before even we address Mr. Yogesh Joshi, sir, I would like all of you to just go back once again and check if you have filled the survey link. We have shared it on the chat box. Okay, I will reshare it on the chat box once I'm able to do so. So I will hand it over to Mr. Yogesh. I hope all of you are able to see the PowerPoint
Hello.
presentation. Yes. Okay. Yes.
Yeah, so
Kiran,
I am audible, right?
yes. And sir's camera is, yes, you're audible and
Yeah.
you're visible.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. You're welcome.
Okay, then shall we start, audience? I'm not aware of who all are there and what
Yes,
all
we
your
can start.
expectations is all about. Okay. Okay, then we can quickly start. So I'm not aware of whether, are you aware of, let me know first of all, are you aware of the SDLC methodology? Anyone?
Yes,
Waterfall methodology.
yes,
Okay. Software development life cycle.
yes.
Okay. Apart from Varsha, any other? No? Okay, fine. So I will inform you just because if you are not aware of anything, then I will start from the scratch. If you are aware something, then I will start from there to explain you all the things, how exactly the SDLC work. SDLC is nothing but the software development life cycle in the industries, where slowly and gradually you all will be a part of it. Those who are interested to be make their career into the software industries. Okay, so the screen is visible for you.
Yes, visible, sir.
Yeah, okay, thank you. So that's what the interaction is required. Otherwise, I only can be speaking and I'm not aware of whether someone is listening or not. So better way, we can make it as interactive so that I will answer most of your questions, or maybe I will guide you in better way, which exactly you require. Okay, fine. So in industry, most of the times, what happen? We have to deliver some project. Hope you are with me. And for the delivery of the project, there are certain things that need to be taken care before and after the things to be happen. So how many from you are in the final year now or pass out? No, no answer. Okay, so I'm considering that, okay, if you are on in the third year, still may have you have some project in your colleges, and those who are pass out, they knows how prepared a project and how to deliver it to make your graduation done in the final year. So there is a seminar. Along with that, you have to demonstrate your project, which is assigned to you. So considering that approach, I'm not aware of how many of you already prepared your project yourself. So we knows most of the student what they used to do. But whoever is preparing the project, at least from your side, you should be aware what exactly the project is all about. And similar kind of project we need to deliver in software industries. The only thing is that the person who is having the requirement of some technologies is different and who is delivering is different. But the project that you are doing in your any of the semester or final year project, which is having a group, so there is each and every aspect all about while you are doing your project. So till final year, whatever I am aware of it, individually we prepare a project. And in final year, most of the colleges create a group and then they ask that group to create or assign some project to them. There are certain lists they have provided and they ask us some project, some colleges ask us to prepare the project from them and some provide them directly that this is what the project is and you have to deliver. So there are 2 3 different aspects are there. So think in that perspective, what all the aspect you are taking care of. Why I am telling all this story? Just to be start with the software development life cycle in the industries. I am just relating from where you are, the background which you have, so that you will be familiar with the background or the atmosphere in the industries once you have elected for any of the software organization. So it may happen with the campus or it may happen with the 3 RI technologies. Okay, so medium is the different, but the person like you are there who are taking care of yourself and the knowledge which you are getting from your college, schools, and the institute. So that is most important. So those are the base to step up yourself and go ahead with the software industries. So hope you are with me till now. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So there are 7 different steps to deliver a project. Every time when I'm sharing this aspect and giving each and every things to you, you can relate with the project that you have done or you will be doing in your final year if you are in the 3rd year or 2nd year student. And those who have already created, so they revisit the things and remember whether they have done these things or someone else as a part of the team can done those things and then only the project is delivered. So relate to that. I will give you the brief in the industries area because that you are aware of and I am also aware of it because I am from I have started my career from the engineering only. So I am aware of what we are learning in the college, what we are learning in the institute, and then later on what we are doing in the industries. So there are 3 different stage that we have to perform and the performer is we. I am considering one of you just because I just moved a little bit far from you working in the industries and you are yet to start with your career. So think in that perspective and never forget that we have to learn entire our life. It's not the case like you have done with your colleges and you have stopped learning. No. So one type of learning is finished, another type is started. Okay. So in the software development lifecycle, I'm not taking much of your time because these things maybe you heard somewhere else or you will be discussing among yourself when you are having the interaction with each others or some other of your friend, those who are already pass out and started their career with the software or any other industries. So this software development life cycle is across industry more or less same, and same is applicable in our life as well. So think in that perspective, be a part of that role, and just be confident with yourself that what you have the capabilities, because you knows yourself better than us. So what all the capabilities you have, and within this software development life cycle where it will be fit, and if it is not fit somewhere, then what all things that you need to be do. So sirs are there, madams are there, they can guide you in your career perspective, what all the technologies that you need to go on through, and with their guidance maybe you can be fit in the industries if you are not capable now. So think in that perspective, relate yourself, your career, choose what all the department that you want to be or part of to be. Okay, fine. So we'll start. When there is a project, so it is not all of a sudden that something that we have started working. No, it's not the case. There is some requirement with someone's, that may be a person, that may be an industry, that may be an organization, that may be a bank. So there is some requirement in their mind that they want something to be happen automatically, or the work they used to do manually, they want some automation to be there. Like we have nowadays invented many other things apart from software industries, the motor vehicle or telecommunication or other things. You already aware of it, those many things. So all are those are part of the industries. Like we are now using the smartphone. Earlier there were only a landline, and before landline we have to personally meet each other and then only discuss. Otherwise we just share the letters and all. So that is how the requirement comes in someone's mind that okay, we have to think in different way, and I want to run the business, to run or ease my life. Forget about the business and other things. To ease my life, then there is some requirement, and what all those requirements are is nothing but it's a start of the project where we are gathering the requirement, what exactly your need is. Let's suppose I want something that I can be sit here and I can share the screen, and whatever I am doing, all others can at least observe what I am doing, irrespective of whether they are with me in one room or like we are in the different places and location. So this is one of the requirement. And why this requirement comes into the picture? Earlier there were many other things that be different channels are there, and at the time of corona we already aware of it. We have to do most of the times, those who are working in the industries working from home. College, no one even think that we can attend a college from home, but thanks to Zoom, Teams, so they come up. So it's an idea, right? Innovation we can say. And on top of that, it's a requirement. So think in that perspective. So someone may think about that and the requirement comes into the picture. And for that requirement, it is not sufficient that, okay, I have a good idea. But before implementation, no one even cares, right? So first step is gathering of requirement. If I am a industry, software industry, I know my capability, what all the members I have, what all the knowledge I have, what all the technologies I have, how I can use that technology in different way. So there are different aspect of using the same technologies. It's not the only traditional way. So for that, if someone is, and who mostly what we call it out, those who are sharing the requirement with us. So those are the client for us. Just like in a shopkeeper or when you are visiting some shops, there are mentioning something like in India, we have the culture that Atiti Devo Bhava. Similarly, customer is a god, right? So when we are going somewhere as a customer, then some people treat us as a god. Why? Just because we are giving something and taking something from them. It's equally, we can say, a pure business, give and take. But still, the client who are providing the requirement and they have the requirement, so there is a relation between the client and the industries. So once we have the relation is built between the client and the industry, then they have n number of different requirements and we have to fulfill that requirement. So there is a relationship manager who will take care of the client. And whenever there is some new requirement, so there is a separate team. We can call it out as a business analyst. I don't know whether you heard this terminology or not. So they are the one mostly gathering those things. What exactly? Because client mostly what they used to say is, like I said, I want to share my screen. So that's what my requirement is. But this one sentence may be a requirement. And what business analysts used to do is they meant one sentence, they have the capability to elaborate this one sentence into some 30-40 page document. Because there is not like the only requirement that I want to do something and it's only that sentence and because of that only we have to. No, it's not the case. There is a process and that we used to follow in the software industries, and same is now it's applicable in the college as well. The accreditation and other thing that you are aware of it in the college. So there are certain rules, regulations that we used to follow. Similarly, we also used to follow, and whichever we are doing, discussing, all should be documented. There should not be any verbal communication that, okay, do these things. And that's why we have the email communication comes into the picture in the software industries. So once we have the email confirmation, then only we start working on that. Similarly, the interaction which we have with the client, they have shared the requirement and the business analyst mostly gather that requirement and then they start preparing the business requirement document that we used to call it out as a BRD or functional requirement solution, FRS. So two different terminologies. If you use the BRD, if you use FRS, so that is most important document. Then once they have prepared, they go back to the customer and again ask, all this requirement is fulfilled with this document or not? Because they also surprised. For them, the requirement is one liner, but we have prepared a detailed document. What all things that we are going to use, what all functionalities we can provide, what all the advantage, disadvantage, limitations, so all are there. So that is how the requirement gatherings comes into the picture and most important steps. Similarly, after that requirement gathering, the parallelly we have the technical team, those who are going through that requirement, and then they use that what all the technologies we can use. You are aware of there are different languages are there. Java.NET we can say nowadays mostly in. So which one will be fit? It's not the case like something is only working with Java can't be implemented in .NET. Nothing like that. It depends on the industries that what I'm comfortable and what exactly the requirement is. Sometime .NET may suit, then we can prepare it into that. And on top of that, if I decided that, okay, I will go with the .NET. So customer or the client who has provided the requirement, they have their own requirement that, okay, I want this to be built in Java only. So, like I said, customer is a god. Agreed with that. So, although we have the expertise into .NET, I need to go with the Java just because customer required it into the Java. So we start working into that, how that requirement we can implement it into the Java. So in Java, there are now you more aware of it. Within that Java, there are again internal different technologies that we need to use. Spring Boot, other things, Core Java, Advanced Java, many other things are there, and number of it's very vast. So apart from that, what exactly we used to do? So that's what the analysis and planning stage is there. Once everything is decided, then again we go back to the customer that, okay, that BRD document we have prepared. Now we done the analysis and done the planning as well, that how we are implementing, who will implement, how much time it will take, what all things is required, and these are the limitations. Like I said, each and everything is having the limitation. Without limitation, there is nothing. So the phone which we are using is having their own limitation. Depends on category of the phone or what all the features that we have. So those limitations that also we need to be upfront discuss with the customer and then get sign off everything. Like I said. So if everything is done for the requirement gathering, analysis, and then planning is also done. So there are different aspects and different members are involved till this two stage. So till now, any questions between requirement gathering and analysis and planning? Hope you are with me and you are at least familiarizing whichever now you are doing, you did or you will be do at the time of project which you are doing. Tanushri, Varsha, Komal.
Yes.
Let me other. So it is helpful, right? And you can relate at least
Yes.
what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
Okay. So because I'm not aware of it's maybe a part of your syllabus as well, and they have already shared this knowledge with you, but they have the different aspect, and I am having in different aspect. The same terminology, same things. Just like if we are watching a movie, we are mostly going in a group, and each one is having a different aspect of. After the movies, we have a discussion like, okay, these things, that things, and also each is having their own aspect, and they some scenes and some part of the movies someone like, someone may not like. So that is how the things is. The same syllabus, one can explain in one way, so one can explain it another way. But if you will get the two different or more different person can explain you the same thing in different way, it's good for you. At least you can think in that perspective that, okay, that aspect also I am aware of it now, and how you have to think on the same aspect. Okay, so that visualization also you started thinking in your mind whenever something is in front of you. So think different way. Just like if I ask you to go only this 7 stage, no. So there are different things between these two line, 1 and 2. So you heard this phrase, uh, read between the lines. So it's a small sentence, but lots of things are there between the lines. So those are many things, like I explained you, it's happening in between these two stage. It's not only that, okay, requirement I have gathered, analysis also done, planning is also done. No, many things are there in between that. That's why the sentence is a little bit important, that learn or read between the lines. Okay, so requirement we have done, analysis is done, then design. So what exactly the design means? Nowadays, security is again one of the aspect. It should not be the case like we have prepared something, we are online now, someone may hack it and everything is down, or our important data is compromised. Those who are using that app or the application or software, or it will never work. So we have to design in that perspective that it should be secure, safe, and accessible only to the required person. The end user only can access. Same like our bank application, you are aware of it. So nobody want that, okay, whatever I have in my bank, everyone can see. No, it's a personal data and highly confidential. So you don't want to compromise those things, right? So no one should aware of your account number, balance of your account, address, phone number, Aadhaar card, PAN card. So those are the sensible data. With this requirement, analysis planning, all these security aspects comes into the picture. I'm telling you, these are the different department in industries where you will be a part of. Okay, think in that perspective. It's not like just because you want to be a part of industry and you will be only developer. No, you may be a part of requirement gathering. You may be a good BA, a business analyst. Okay, you may be a good architect. So for that, you have to learn many things, be in touch with the person who is an architect nowadays, how they think, what all, and for that, at least we need a knowledge. And what kind of knowledge? That what is there in the industries or software things that all new things that I can use, and which is secure, which is not secured. Many times we used to download some app in our mobile and we even not thinking that what exactly the rating of that app. If it is a 5-star, then at least it is secured. And Android, many other apps are there which is not secured, and still just because of it will help us in our day-to-day life, some Photoshop or other things, or prepare some videos, add some comment, we can download it and we compromise many other things on our phone. So those things are there. So security is most important aspect, and we also be a part of security. So there are certain trainings, certifications are there in the security area that also you can avail and be a part of that security team. So after planning, we have to design in a way that it should be a secure product after delivering. Then once the design is done, that also we can present it in front of all expertise. They also think in that perspective. Maybe I'm not aware of whether, have you seen any architectural diagram? How many of you from the electronics background out of 19 members? Why I'm telling about that architectural diagram in the software industries, in computer IT, we have a small architectural diagram. If someone from the electronics background, then they have the circuit diagram. Okay, so it is different in the paper, and when its actual project is done, it's in different format. So that is how the architectural diagram is most important things in the design part. So that will have all connectivity, that how and where these applications are connected, what all the component is required. Nowadays we have the cloud, you are aware of it, where is lots of data we can store on the cloud, and it is secured one. So that is one of the another aspect, and which is not on the cloud, we mostly call it out as a on-prem. Okay, which is not on the cloud, and you are aware of it. If not, then you can Google it, what exactly the cloud meaning and on-prem, the difference between that. So analysis, planning, and then design is happening. After design, actual development will start. So three department we have we have covered. Then we have the development part. So which is, we can say, most simple part among the analysis, planning and design, because those are the complex part. So experienced resource should be there, who has the industry experience, security awareness, client communication, all other things should be there. They have prepared it, plan it and design it. Then the development should only follow all these document closely, minutely, what all things are there written. Each and every word should be implemented as it is. There should not be a plus or minus things. And if there is any deviation on top of that, we have to revisit the document and we have to update it appropriately. Some time of what exactly we are thinking design, but at the time of implementation, we came to know that, okay, we can't implement it. But we can implement it in different way where we have certain advantage, disadvantage. So that also we need to revisit the document and update the document appropriately. Okay, so that is how the development part is. And who are the developer? Like I said, Java .NET developer. So there again in the development team, we have a same structure. We have some seniors, then mid-level, junior, and then the freshers one. So that is how the every team structure is. Requirement gathering, analysis, planning, design, everywhere we have the same kind of structure. And everywhere we need a senior person, then a mid-level person, and the junior one and the fresher one. So it depends on your capability. After you selected into the industries, then they will decide which department you want to be, and according to your knowledge, then the marks that you have in your all entire year of career, then accordingly they will decide you with your profile what all your expertise is. Sometimes it's maybe a luck that okay, they have the pressure and they want only to be there in that work industries or that department. So there it's good for you that if you directly goes into that department and working with the senior members. So that is how the design and development part. And now we are into the fifth step, testing. I heard, I'm not aware of whether you are on the same page or not, but many of us, whenever we are discussing, I want to make my career into the software, but I am from mechanical background, electronics background, civil background, industrial electronics. If I am from that background, means I have the graduation into that, and by that time, many of us, we are not more closely relate with what all exactly the languages, C language, C++, Java, .NET, we are not aware of, because the person who are in the non-IT background is happy with their component, a mechanical one, happy with their all motors, other things, and industrial one, capacitor, resistor, inductor. So that's how they learn till engineering. But after that, it's not the like that knowledge is also not relevant, but still while learning those things, think in that perspective that how we are using our knowledge in industry of non-IT and IT. If you want to be in IT, then at least basic things like you should be aware of C, C++, Java, .NET, basic things. Then for testing nowadays, everyone says that, okay, testing is much easy. It's not the case. Like testing is much easy. No. To break something, we need some knowledge. Then only we can identify some bugs. I will give you one example. If you have a plan to buy a bicycle, then most of the time what we used to do, we collect our close friend, one or two, and then we go to the shop, bicycle shop. And what we mostly used to do, okay, now the most tedious job is to select the cycle. We have some requirement in our mind. We go, And then we identify, okay, which cycle is better for us. So each individual, those who are taking with us, have their own aspect. And now we identify, after lots of discussion and all, we identify one model of cycle. Then we start observing that cycle, right from handle to all tires, stand and everything. What we are doing, it's nothing but the testing we are doing in that cycle. And what testing that we used to call it out? User acceptance testing, UAT testing. So that is, we are a by-born tester, each individual. So we are a by-born tester. We are doing a testing each and every time in our life, whichever the small things we used to buy, like chair, phone, small thing. So what we used to do, we test it in the shop itself, and then only if we are think, okay, the quality is good, material is good, then we are good. Even after a small pen, how the grip is, how I can write. So that is how the things is. Testing is, we can say, simple. Why simple? Just because we all person are by born a tester. We can test it. The only thing is that in industry, there is a separate department of testing who can do a testing of whichever is implemented. And we also need a knowledge. Without knowledge, we can't. Just like if we are not aware of how to drive the four-wheeler, we can't test it. So we have at least a knowledge that to drive the four-wheeler. So only driving is important? No. So we know what all the features are there and how I can use it at the time of driving. So that way, that thinking, we should be aware of it. And it should be by-born with us. It will be help in your design part, analysis part, planning part, and requirement gathering part. Because how the build we have to done, and it should be secured and safe. So that's whatever now till stage 4 development we are thinking, same we have to test it in the testing. Everything is tested. So for testing, again, there are lots of automations tools are there in the industries. So that also you can learn, like Selenium, Cucumber, then JMeter for performance. There are load runner. So those tools that you can have, get some knowledge. Python language that you can automate or script, shell script, Ansible. So these are the at least basic requirement. SQL queries, database. So that is required. The knowledge, and that's why it's not a simple thing be a tester, because the tester should have all these knowledge, then only he will be a good tester. So it's not like the case that if we are some computer and IT background, then we have to be a good tester. No, it's not the case. If we have a good knowledge, then we will be a good developer as well. After we have this different institutes are there. 3RI is having good courses if you are aware of it. So you can go through it, learn those things from them, and then you will be capable that you will fit in that areas. So after testing, final stage is the deployment where the customer is want. So the deployment will be happen into their area, and there again the same, like I said, on job while we are doing the testing, similarly customer also can do the testing, and there we call it at a user acceptance testing. There is two different environment, alpha and beta. Alpha is secured environment where which we have, beta is the customer side environment, and there exactly the customers are doing that testing. After everything is done, they also like whatever features we have implemented, then it will be go live. That's what the final stage. Okay, now we have gather the requirement, implement it, design it, develop, test, and deploy to the customer's environment. They accept it, and everything is live. So we have completed our project. So what does it mean? Completed means all project group is dissolved? No. Then the maintenance and support activities start. There might be some small features they require. So they are the maintenance part. Then they need a support that how to use that features, what all things that they need to do. So these are the separate team. And if there is some defect after go live, so there is again some, we call it out as a production defect. So there are L1, L2 and L3, three different stages are there. So that support team is required who can, same like a customer care, we call it out. So that also service management, we can call it out in the industries. So they provide the service to the customer, how to use, what all the features are there, what to do, what not to do, do's and don'ts are most important. Okay, so those are the things are there after go live. And here in this next slide, we have that all phases, who all are doing, like product owner, project manager, I already discussed, business analyst, CTO, then system architect, UI UX designer, front end developer, back end developer, solution architect, QA engineer, tester, DevOps, data administrator, deployment, and DevOps. DevOps is again one more team, important teams, those who are engineering and support. They are mostly taking care of the environment, build that Java or .NET, whichever implementation we have done, they build it and then deploy it securely. The maintenance is again by the user, tester, and the support manager. So all are the different departments in the industries where you can fit as a fresher. The only thing is that you should be thinking that perspective, where exactly you are good, where you need support, you can get it, what all the knowledge you required, you can gather it. Lots of trainings and developments are available. And what exactly we are expecting from the fresher is, if I want to hire some fresher, then her, what exactly he or she is all about, what knowledge he has or she has, how good she is, the communication thing is most important. Then presentation skill you should be aware of, which will not require any technical things. Mail writing skill, stakeholder communication, we can say. Stakeholder for you is a senior, lead, manager, all are. So be polite, be humble, gather all the requirement which they are looking for, and be a part of good team player. That's why I mentioned you in final year, most of the colleges go with the 3-4 group. So they are forming a team and you have to work within a team. So it's a team activity. It's not an individual activity anytime. If we are a part of industries, should be work with the team, and for team, we should be a good team player. And most important aspect is security. Like I said, it's not the things like you have to use the desired software which are mentioned. It's not like you can download anything and use it just because in college I start using it. No, don't do those things. Take care of your health so that you will be there attentive in the office. There should be a very less leaves from your side, and whenever the project required or demand, you should be there. Sometime bit late night, 9-10 p.m., that will be fine, but you should be there from your side. It's not like that you will be fall sick and then you are taking a day off. No. So 100% attentive, take care of your health, learn most of the things, and follow the instructions minutely. If you are not aware of, you can ask your senior whether I can do it or not. If they said yes, then only, because there are different aspects. It's not like only, and don't give any excuses, because nowadays I can heard lots of excuses by the new joiners. Don't give that. And if something it's fit, that will be fine, but it's not good for you. हमें लगता है कि अरे मैंने उल्लू बनाया उसको, जी वो बनता नहीं है उल्लू, बस दिखाता है कि वो चलो मान लिया उसने, क्योंकि he don't want or he don't have much expectation from you, but whichever expectation at least you fulfill, and then only it will decide that okay, where you can be fit and where he can put you in the teams, and it will slowly and gradually it will impact on your career. So be, from your side you should be 100% over there. If you are not aware of, tell in front of, and do some additional work from your side. Go to the institute, learn the things, and then come up with most of the things. Give some ideas, innovation, small things. Okay, so by this, I think we are about finishing our presentation. Any question from your side? Anyone? Lots of thing I only talking about, but anything from your side?
Yes, I have a question.
Yeah.
How the management or the bigger people on the hierarchy of company views gap in any candidate who goes with a gap, how they view at that person, her or he.
Which kind of gap you are saying, Varsha?
I have a career gap. I'm a manual tester
No, 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 no.
basically.
So yeah, agreed. So the career gap, you are working or you are completing your graduation in 4 years or 6 year, not matter. You have a
Okay,
career gap, not matter. The only
okay,
thing is that the person you are, what exactly knowledge you have. And like I
okay,
said, you should be good into the communication skill. You should be good into the technology which you are looking for. And
okay,
you should be upskill and upbring with what all the things. So it is sometime a major advantage is that you have a gap. But like suppose I have many cases after maternity they have 3 4 years of gap and later on they have only 2 years of experience. Fresher is again having 2 years experience and that person is having 2 years of experience. But because of that age, it's a maturity things that should be there, and
okay,
that's the only thing you should be bring up that okay, I have a gap, but I am enough mature, I can do the things, and I am a most eligible candidate to fit here.
correct,
And even
okay,
after that gap, you should give the 100% to the project or that industry. It's
okay,
not like that just because a gap and you don't have a habit to work. After selecting into the project or company, we started only 3 to 4 hour working, and then we can say, I am tired, I fall sick, I am not well.
okay, okay,
I don't have, I can't wait till 8 p.m. If suppose we have a call, then okay, I'm not available just because that's my dinner time. No. So those excuse, try to avoid those excuses and be 100% over there. Industries not have any issues nowadays. The experienced person who is having some gap, and even after you don't have a gap, start with some small organization.
okay,
Sir will
okay,
guide you in the industry or this area. Start with that. It's not like that. If I am selected, I will get 10 lakhs package. No, wrong expectation. Work yourself on yourself first, and then you slowly and gradually get more things from the industries. So
okay,
that's why I mentioned put 100% from your side first. Many of the
okay,
times I heard that okay, they are not putting their 100% and expecting 200% from the industries, and because of that gap all are moving out.
okay.
Okay. Any
Got
other
it.
question?
Thank you,
No,
sir.
sir. Thank you very much. We conclude Yogesh sir's session
Yeah.
over here. We will be now addressing another portfolio. Thank you very much, Yogesh sir, with all your
Yeah, no
insights.
problem. Yeah, hope it will be helpful, and all the best for your career. Let me know or the madam notes if you have any questions or anything further. Feel free to ask. Happy to guide you
Thank
and
you.
explain you the things. Okay.
I have one question.
Yeah. Yes. Go ahead, Saurabh.
Yeah, thank you. Yes. So actually, uh, I have working as a consultant in IT company now,
Mm.
and I have work experience around uh, 15 years in SAP.
Okay.
Now I have joined the institute to learn about the data science.
Okay.
Yes, and I like to learn more about the Python programming language uh, and also about new concepts in the in AI. So that I have joined. So how should I mold myself to get into fit into this new opportunities? Because for 15 years I'm working in SAP, it is fine for me. But what
Mhm.
soft skills or what additional skills I should hone that I should be can be easily absorbed
Right.
in
Yeah, the
any.
soft skill, like I said, if I getting you correctly, the only thing is that the soft skill is most important. The presentation skill, communication skill, how you present the ideas in front of them, and on top of that, you are on the right track, that you started learning and upskilling yourself after having this much years of experience. Data science is again one of the things, and on top of that, you can think that what exactly the data science is. SAP is again, from you have that good experience on the SAP. After SAP, how you relate that data science along with that experience. And data science is nothing but what all the data that we are collecting, and out of that, what exactly the conclusion is all about.
Yes,
Current data.
sir. Thank you very much. Since we are running short of time, yes, Saurabh, your query will be addressed by the 3RI team. You can directly connect back to us. Thank you very much, sir, with all your
Okay.
insights.
Yeah. Thank you then. Bye bye. Have a nice day.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Yes.
Happy
So
weekend.
the rest of the members who are present in the team, you are requested to check your chat box. There is a survey link that has been sent. Until we have our next trainer on board, I request you all to just fill up this form and all the queries that you have will be resolved. Or save this link so that you guys get a chance to connect back to us. Thank you very much. Now I introduce Mr. Bharat Kulkarni. Automation with AI is his niche. He is going to speak on the industry execution reality. So Mr. Bharat is a technical director from Acrovent. His focus on the entire session would be what automation with AI really mean, traditional versus AI assisted automation, execution mistakes freshers make in the beginning, also the logic, workflows, and required depth now the industries are seeking for. So the outcome of this particular platform, this particular session by Mr. Bharat is going to be on automation seen as practical and employable. So AI बनाने वाला तो इंसान ही है, चलाने वाला भी इंसान होना चाहिए. तो इन चीजों के बारे में जो requirement and जो traditional aspect of getting this executed in the real time world, Mr. Bharat is going to address. So I will now hand it over to Mr. Bharat. And in the meantime, the people who are already there, the beautiful students who are there, you're most requested to go through the survey and kindly fill in. I hope everybody is able to see the link that I have shared on the chat box. I'm resharing for those who have just joined. And also to get more of your queries or questions clarified, I will be sharing in the end a little PPT presentation which will help you and guide you to get connected. So Mr. Bharat is on board. A very warm welcome to you, sir. The platform is all yours.
Hey Neha, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Hello everyone. This is Bharat here. If possible, it will be good if you can turn on your cameras. If possible, that will be great so that we can have a good session. So first of all, good afternoon, and it's a post-lunch session. So definitely, I will promise everyone that it will not be a heavy session, heavy complex sessions, complex thing which we are not going to discuss, and we are not going to overload the AI buzzword. That is for sure. Okay, so I will start the session now. Okay, I will just tell about myself first. So my name is Bharat Kulkarni. So I'm partner and technical director at Acrovent. I'm having overall 20 plus years of experience in IT. I was associated with Oracle for more than 20 years, uh, where I got a chance to work on core banking systems. Uh, I was completely into banking financial services domain as such. Then I have worked with Capita for 3 years. And now I'm partnering with an Acrovent where we are building the banking vertical. So if I talk about industry functions, I have worked on core banking, retail banking, payments, channel banking, AML stuff. I have completed my graduation from Government College of Engineering, Pune in the year 2002. And I am Calcutta alumni, and I have done some of the courses in Symbiosis as well. So my background, if I talk about it's completely into banking and financial services from last 20 plus years, where I got a chance to work on some of the tier one banks in the world. So when I say tier one, So these are some of the top banks. So if you see on my screen, so Citibank, Barclays Bank, APSA, then HDFC Bank are some of the tier 1 banks where I have worked overall. So if I talk about my company right now, which is Acrivent, so Acrivent has got a global presence, which is in India, USA, Singapore, South Africa, and UAE. And the main verticals within Acrivents are into manufacturing, engineering, IT services, where we contribute a lot. We are having a good client base in North America and Germany. So IoT, everyone must have heard about, and we are doing a lot of stuff in IoT as well, around industrial IoT and platforms as such. So and banking is one of the another vertical within Acrivent, where we are working with some of the global banks, supporting around their core banking and risk and compliance side. And the fourth vertical within Acrivent is around enterprise application development, where we work towards AI, cloud, then data migration, DevOps stuff. So overall, these things we contribute. So now I will start with AI. Like, what is artificial intelligence? What is artificial intelligence means? Like, you guys know, like, I will be very candid here, right? So some of you must have AI as part of your curriculum. So during your graduation days, you must have heard about it, right? So you might have gone through the artificial intelligence as well. So when we say artificial intelligence, if I talk in a simple, I will just break it down, and in simple terms, what artificial intelligence means is that it will help to minimize and make the system more decision driven. So it definitely helps to drive and make the system more decision centric. So when we say decision making ability is there in artificial intelligence, it says that it has got a brain. So it mimics the human behavior that is there. And within artificial intelligence, we are having a machine learning and deep learning. So machine learning is basically a subset of artificial intelligence. So machine learning works towards the data side of the entire system, and it understands the patterns, creates a subset out of it, and it gives that data for artificial intelligence to make the final decision. So that is the case. And deep learning is again a subset of machine learning, where it basically works on the neural side of it. So I will not go in much detail and more around it. So if I talk a nutshell, the AI is basically the brain that makes the decision around the entire system, and ML and DL are something the learning processes, if we speak. So I will just try to cover around industry side of AIML, right? So if I talk about the technical stuff, the learning stuff, you can definitely reach out to Riara Technologies and everyone here, so that they can teach you. But if I talk about from the industry side, how are the things shaping up or taking place? So every industry in the world is now want to be participant in the AI side. So they want something on their side to be in AI. So I have just highlighted few domains or industries for now, but there is every player in the market wants to participate and must have that. The AI is now a must have buzzword with them. So financial services, market, customer experience, healthcare, supply chain and logistic, human resource, manufacturing are some of the domains which I've highlighted here, where the AI is uh, taking shape. So if I talk about simple use cases, so if you see on my screen, so I will just try to divide between ML part of it and AI part of it. So if I talk about banking fraud detection, so what ML will do is that it will learn the fraud patterns, and AI blocks the suspicious transaction. So ML gives this data to AI and it blocks the suspicious transaction. So if I talk about marketing and customer experience, so ML part understands the customer behavior, exactly what kind of data customer is browsing, or suppose to give an example, is Spotify. So you know that Spotify, YouTube, Netflix, whatever content you are viewing, based on that, machine learning understands the customer behavior, the pattern, and AI delivers the personal offers, or they can create some of the personal playlists for the viewers so that they can like it. So here it come AI and ML is coming into picture basically. So if I talk about healthcare, definitely ML helps. ML finds the patterns in medical data. It understands the medical data which is present on the systems, and AI basically assists around diagnosis and drug discovery. So some of the stuff like DL algorithms are based on the some of the there are DL algorithm presents which understands the I will say the scan images around. Those algorithms are so strong and powerful that they understand the images or the brain images captured, the scan images, and it tries to predict towards the cancer related diseases as well. So those are in place right now. So if around supply chain and logistic, there are ML predictive demand and delay. So ML predicts that where is the delay and in overall shipment processes, and AI optimizes the inventory and routing. So the supply chain is correct. So that way they functions. So if I talk about human resource, definitely ML helps to understand around talent, attrition, trends and everything within the ecosystem, within maybe a company or any unit. And AI supports the hiring decisions. So that way it works. Around automobile industry, everyone knows AI is there. So like self-driving cars or Tesla, everyone knows that those are already in place. So they are there. So that is the case. So this is the list of some of the simple use cases which will help you to understand where ML fits and where AI fits. I will move to next. So if you see on my screen, I'm right now talking about just a sec. So automation. So when we talk about automation within AI, so I will just try to uh, discuss first, like just let's break it down like what is exactly automation. So when we speak about automation is it helps any system to perform any task automatically. That is the concept of automation. So when we say automatically, it can, like, there will not be a minimal or a no human intervention. That is the reason. Okay. uh, and it works with certain defined rules, logic. And if I talk about key features of traditional automation for now, it follows a fixed rules, work well when scenarios are predictable. That is the case. And if I give you a simple definition of automation, is that it helps any system. It tells that what to do, when to do, and how to do. So some of the examples which you can relate very much, like automatically sending emails when a transaction fails. So if you're performing a financial transaction, you see that you receive a SMS or you receive a WhatsApp or email that this transaction is failure. So that ML like automation helps here. That the traditional automation. So running test case every night at a particular time interval. So that is one of the case. Then processing salary credits on a fixed rate. That is also one of the automation case. So this is a traditional automation. So if I add a AI flavor to that, so AI is not going to remove the entire automation. So, but AI will come into picture in automation when the rules become too complex and we are the entire algorithm of automation is not able to make any decision. So in that case, AI is going to help within the automation. So key feature of again, this is wrong that it's a traditional automation. So it is AI basically. Key feature of AI automation is it learns from the patterns. Basically, it's completely dependent on the data, experience, and makes informed decision. In simple terms, again, AI does not automate everything. So it basically help for decision making when the rule becomes too complex. So to give an example around that, if you see this rule that in a bank, if you're working, the bank system is working on some rule-based system where amount is greater than 1 lakh rupees, then you need a manual review. Manual review in the sense that some checker should be coming to the bank and he should make a decision that whether what should be we do with this 1 lakh rupees, whether we should pass it or not. That kind of decision making is must happen. So this is a rule-based decision making system. But AI assisted rule based decision making system, when it will happen, that we need a system who can understand the customer behavior, its overall credit risk score, its history of payment. And based on all these things, we should take a decision whether we should pass or approve this loan or not. So that is the thing where AI will come into picture. So this is a difference between the automation and automation within AI. So at high level, if I talk about traditional automation versus AI assisted automation, we are talking about these high level factors, which are nature, it's a rule base and it's a pattern base. Decision making, it's a fixed condition. There are fixed rule within automation, traditional automation. There are AI assisted automation. We have a probabilistic automation. So learning, there is no learning Whereas AI assisted automation, it always keep on improving itself. So based on number of patterns and data, the system keeps on improving. So data dependency within traditional automation is low, but in case of AI assisted automation, it's very much highly dependent on data. Flexibility is limited, whereas in this case it's high. Example, we do know that there are batch jobs, scripts which are in traditional automation is getting used. And within AI assisted automation, there are fraud detection chatbots which are getting used. So I just want to highlight some of the important stuff here. If you see, this will be very useful for you. So execution mistake, if I talk about within AI, right? So what generally people do is that, or the newcomers within the industry, they do is that they think about tool first approach. So jumping on tool directly instead of thinking about the process. So what we are going to automate, what benefit it is going to bring on the table. The system thinking is not done, and they directly jump on the tool. Like AI karna hai, so this is the tools we are going to use, and they jump directly on the tool instead of understanding the exact process. Then unnecessary use of AI, like everything we cannot plug to AI. So that is a simple use case does not require, simple logic does not require AI. So we should not go ahead and put AI everywhere. So also there are, like when we program anything, like when we write a code, decision only on happy path, like positive test cases are getting fixed or passed, but we don't care about failures. So failure scenarios are very much important apart from the happy path. So there is also a case where no business value focus. So automation is required, but if there is not, if it is not bringing any value on the table, then automation is of not any use. And there are also there are unclear steps, decision making around weak logic and workflow. So what industry demand when you are working on automation using AI is that clean workflow, clean logic, then beneficial use of AI. It should not be a unnecessary use, and optimized use of workflows. So that is the need, and which the industry people look at people. So I will just explain one use case so that you can relate everything here. Ecosystem banking, I just want to bring on table. Like everyone has got a saving account within the bank, right? So, but bank supports a lot of other products. So if you see on my screen, saving account and loans, cards, insurance, investment, wealth, payments, loyalty programs. These are a lot of product offering by a single bank, but we are only using saving account. So we have only saving account. So what challenges bank are facing right now is that low cross-selling ratio. So a bank cannot sell multiple products to a single customer. So that is a challenge right now. That is a gap within industry. So generating mass offer and conversion rate is less. So that is also a challenge within the bank. So customers move to a fintech partner for lifestyle needs. They do not depend on the bank. So this is again a challenge which is faced by the bank. So to cater this bank, we can build a solution which should be a clean logic, clean workflow. Then AI should be sustainable, and optimized use of AI should be there, and a use of proper workflow. So what we can think of here is that we can build a system which is a product. There is a customer product overview of 360 degree dashboard of customer. Then there is a recommendation engine around AI ML, and we can create a AI ML logic in such a way, or the algorithm should work in such a way that we can float multiple offers to the single customer. So how it can be get built? So just see the overall framework. What I am proposing here is that we know core banking system is there. So this CBS, if you see on the left hand side, it collects the data. So whatever transactions you are doing daily, it goes and lands into core banking system. So if a person who is a frequent traveler, so he books flight monthly, he is traveling a lot, like 5-6 trips, he is doing a lot. So that data is already present in the core banking system. So if we segment this data on the customer 360 dashboard and we apply a AI ML logic over on top of it, we will come to know that ML algorithm will suggest me that it's a frequent traveler. So that person is a frequent traveler. So what we can do is that the AI piece, this information will get passed to the AI piece, which is the recommendation engine. And this AI piece will create multiple offers like a travel insurance or a forex card or a travel card. These offers can be get pushed to the customer. So the customer can avail this facility and the product will get sold. So this is a cross selling of multiple services to a single customer. So this is overall a use case of ecosystem banking where we are supporting. So this way we can build. So again, why learning artificial intelligence is in demand right now? It's a buzzword, but I will tell you because I'm in the industry from last 20 plus years, right? So what I see is that still the industry is struggling to understand that what use case we can build around AI. So they want to be aligned to AI, but they still struggle to know that what is the proper use case for my domain or my industry. So there is a demand for AI experts, and if it is a demand, then we should supply should be there. So definitely there can be career opportunities within AI, so if you build career around that. So if you want to learn AI, so if I tell about AI, like how can we start around building our knowledge base? So I will say that if you're working somewhere around having a Java competency or any enterprise application technology understanding are your liking, but there is always good opportunity and you must be aligned to understanding what is happening in the market as well. Around AI, if you want to build, so these are some of the high level things which you can pick up and try to understand, which is AI fundamentals, machine learning, then deep learning, natural language processing, database basics, Gen AI, prompt engineering, security governance. So security governance is one of the key topic around AI. So governance is very much needed when you are using or pushing any data over AI. So that is much more needed. So robotics and automation. So if I talk about career path and career opportunities, there can be AI engineers are needed, then data scientists are needed, then AI research scientists are needed, machine learning engineers are needed. And on top of it, as you grow within AI domain, there are solution architect positions, then AI governance engineers will come into picture, AI architect के ऊपर भी रहता है. So these things, these people will come up. So overall, I will tell you that this career guidance, like what I want to tell based on my experience, and if I retrospect myself and what information I can pass to you guys is some of the golden nuggets which I want to share to you people. That when you're working and are trying to work in particular domain, go deep, not broad. So when what it means is that when you are exploring one particular path, try to understand every aspect of it. So if you are exploring AI, just go deep in that and try to work towards it to understand the basics part of it so that you will become a like a champion around that. So go deep, not broad. Saying repetition is the mother of all mastery. When I say repetition is mother of all mastery, so if you keep on repeating the same stuff again and again, you can become a master. The skill become more polished. So keep on doing that stuff. So version 1 is better than version none. So if you are thinking only thinking and doing nothing, it doesn't make any sense. You will just lose your time. So that shouldn't happen. And always you should build something, go somewhere, try to learn it, and you take a decision that yes, these things are good to me, and I can look for more career path in this domain, or I should look for something else. So that is needed. So, and everyone must have a learning mentality. So it definitely helps, and as you grow in your career, the learning mentality shouldn't go away. So you keep learning a lot of stuff. So, and if I talk about deferred gratification, when you say gratification, is that something that कुछ भी करते हैं तो हमें बहुत अच्छा लगता है and we feel very good, like we watch Netflix पे बहुत बड़ा वेब सीरीज देख लिया तो we think that it's हमें एक तरह का satisfaction मिलता है. So if you think around your career, so there should be a deferred gratification that मैं ये चीज करूंगा but करूंगा या करूंगी based on after particular if I achieve something in that thing. So you should look forward for deferred gratification. And the comparison between peers shouldn't happen. Everyone has their own career path, and I believe that if you are working on towards it, you should not compare yourself with others. That is the thing. So this is the case. If any questions, I'm open to answer. And yeah, I'm done from my side.
All right. Okay. Does anybody have any questions related to? Please feel free to ask. We have 5 minutes to address the questions.
I am from, hello.
Related to this
I have-
AI and how it is going to help in the industry, you can.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah.
One question, how AI is going to impact the testing domain? I mean,
So
do we have to, I'm a manual tester, I've done a course in automation testing. I'm still new to automation testing, and we have this AI also coming in. So how AI is going to impact the testing world, the testing domain?
So if I talk about specifically around testing, right? So
Yes.
we need people who can understand the domain. So if you are working on a particular domain, domain experts are always needed. Even though if you are bringing automation to that, manual testing is there and AI is there. You need domain people who can understand the stuff, and they can do a decisioning around whether this AI algorithm which is getting built that will be good or not. So even though AI is coming in within testing, I will say, but it's too early to say for now. I have not seen a testing system which is automated and on top of that AI is there. So it is definitely going to impact somehow. But if you are having some domain understanding around that, whatever testing you're doing right now, so you will always be on the upper side. That is my takeaway around that.
Okay, so
Yeah.
basically I can stick around to the domain
Yeah.
and manual testing as well. It's not
Yes.
completely waste. Yeah.
So if you're doing, I can see that automation is picking up. If since I'm coming from a banking background, what I see is that we are like moving from manual to automation. So I'm working with some of the clients globally in UAE and South Africa right now, where bank always ask me manual tester. They don't want people having automation knowledge. They always ask for people having manual testing background and with domain expertise. So that is
Okay.
very niche. Like if you pick a particular domain and if you build something around that, that will be very niche for you.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sir,
Anyone else?
for a person who has worked on SAP, what are the opportunities in banking?
I didn't get the question. Can you please repeat for
Yeah.
me?
I'm working in SAP technology.
Okay.
Yes. So what are the opportunities for me in banking?
So if you are working in SAP technology, so are you part of which industry you are catering in SAP, like in manufacturing industry, or what is the
Yes.
case?
Sir, I'm working for manufacturing industry, and
Okay.
my module is business warehouse.
Okay. So if I tell about banking, so there is also a SAP there is a banking core banking model as well. So there are some of the banks across the world, they are looking forward people having banking experience in SAP. There are some of the banks which are using SAP core banking system. So since you if you want to continue the SAP track, then banking can be a parallel track which you can explore within SAP instead of completely shifting from SAP.
Okay, sir. Thank you. I will look
Yeah.
into it.
Yeah. Thank you. Anyone else?
All right, then. Thank you so much, Mr. Bharat. It was a very insightful session. Now we will be handing it over to another expertise.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thanks a
much.
lot. Thank you. Bye.
In the meantime, everybody are requested to check the chat box. Everybody just check the chat box. I have sent you the Google form. आपको ये survey fill up करना है. If you have any kind of queries, you can just write it down over there, and you have the entire 3RI team to reach out and connect. Also, I'll be sharing with you the LinkedIn as well as Instagram as well as the WhatsApp channel by end of this session. So kindly remain seated. The session that you're going to have now, it's going to be one of the powerful sessions. That is the gap that we are going to cover, which is most needed in today's industries. All right, everybody, have you filled up the survey? Can we start the next session? All right. A very warm welcome once again, everyone. So today we are going to conclude the session with confidence, clarity, and also cooperation. So we are going to discuss the 3 C's of life. So I'm going to share the screen with you. Let me introduce myself because I believe from morning you all have been there. Thank you so much for being there and being this huge successful part along with us. So let's begin. So welcome the 3 C's of life: clarity, confidence, and career direction. This is what we are going to speak today. So let's check it out. Who am I? I'm a global corporate trainer, wellness strategist, leadership, and human potential facilitator, globally recognized for my work, which I have been doing over a decade, an expert from Eastern wisdom with modern leadership and organizational practices. I have strong academics grounding in psychology, Vedanta philosophy, yoga, and personality transformation. I empower leaders to unlock their own potential, conscious performance, and sustainable well being. My core expertise is leadership development, executive presence, emotional intelligence, and mental resilience. I'm also a certified Vedanta life coach. Also, I have a background of advanced yoga, where I make a person live like a king while living like a yogi within. I drive businesses growth from the inside out, also build resilient, high-performing teams. I conscious and measurable impact. So let's be honest. Let's move on. Do we sometimes feel unsure about our future? That somewhere we are not failing, rather we are growing? How many of you actually know exactly what you want to do in life? Can anybody tell me? How many of you know this? Yes, I'm sure. Or how many of you feel confused but don't say it out loud? आता है ना ऐसा मोमेंट कभी कभी हमारे लाइफ में पता नहीं but शायद there is a pause, correct? So let's see. Before we build our careers, before we think about careers, we must first settle the mind that is thinking. So now, my question to all of you, do we all think? Yes, no, kuch to thumbs up lagega. I need some interaction, some josh from your end. Do we think? Yes, only one thumbs up. Rest all, you don't think? We think, right? Can plants think? Can plants think? No. Can animals think? Maybe. A little bit. But humans are given a potential think beyond. So the question is, with what do we think? It's a valid question, right? With what do we think? Let's see the screen. It's the ability called intellect. Only a human beings have an intellect. If you look at the plants, they have a body. No mind, no intellect. A simple example is a water bucket is kept next to a plant and you go on a vacation. Can the plant help itself to nourish itself? No. Why? Because it doesn't have that capacity to feel it something next to it and go and do the action. Whereas animals do have the body, do have the mind, but no thinking ability. That's why when they are thirsty, they go and find water somewhere. But वो एक दुकान पे तो जाके नहीं बोलेंगे, boss, can I have a Bisleri water or a Coke, diet Coke that too? No, right? It's not possible. Their thinking is limited. Only a human has given that potentiality to think, reason, judge, and decide. So that ability, if we utilize rightly, we will be able to get out of our career confusion and the comparison pressure. So now, most of us at the age of 18, 25, or even beyond, the biggest pressure is not the studies, correct? It's pretending that you're confident about your future. ये जो pretending वाला है ना, it's a disease. Why? Because we want to please people. And you all know that we cannot please everyone, correct? So the purpose of this conclusion concept is let's release off the anxiety caused by this social comparison because it's not going to take us anywhere. Comparison kahan se shuruaat hota hai? It first of all starts through Instagram. It starts through LinkedIn or peer success. Then slowly it goes to feeling late or behind in life. देखो वो लोग कितने आगे बढ़ गए. Then ये comparison क्या करता है? It starts killing us from inside. Yes? Agreed? So the question over here, I think I'm not available somehow. Let me just double check. Am I audible to all of you? Okay, great. Fantastic. Sorry, there was a little glitch in between. So coming back, comparison is killing the clarity. So now, how do we go back? How do we create ourselves to be in the present, not to compare? Rather compare kal kya the versus future mein kya banne wale hain. So the whole point over here is our confusion is not our weakness. It is a sign that we are thinking. So let us play a small video. Let me show you a small video which will help understanding how we visualize ourselves versus what potential we all hold. So let's go back. Okay. Have a look at this video. I just got this from Instagram, but it's a very valid video. Let's have a look. So if you look in this video, if a cat wants to become a lion, first of all, what it has to do? Lose the appetite for rats. Now, let us move forward. How to do that? Multitasking versus focus. If you look at that, focus helps you achieve your goal faster, whereas multitasking delays reaching your goal. Then comes dreaming about doing something versus taking action and getting forward. Next, people keep on talking and saying things, but don't listen to others, listen to yourself. Then we have a few more pointers to understand what is really success means. Is it being lucky? No. Success is you have long nights, tears, rejections, yet you don't give up and move on. People think we want to become rich, but rich brings pride and money, whereas being wealthy brings family, wisdom, freedom, love, time, and health. You generally see yourself here, whereas your potential is somewhere. Discipline is the key, not just the motivation. If you're disciplined, you keep forward. If you're just motivated, you go back and forth. So in life, people see from one angle and believe this is truth, and others see from the other angle and believe this is truth. Whereas the truth is from where you stand and start seeing things. That makes the entire difference. All right, so coming back, we were discussing the clarity is being missed because we are constantly comparing with others. Whereas our clarity begins when we start seeing where we stand in our life and how we want to move forward in our life. So, going forward, let me take you back to the screen. If you look here, so it says pressure create confusion, and most confusion is not inside you, but it is around you. However, this confusion is not a weakness. It is something that gives you a room to start thinking. So let's release this anxiety caused by social comparison. Let's reframe. Every one of us have a different mental maturity. Agreed? So now, how does success come along? Success without clarity leads to burnout, whereas success with clarity gives the booster to live life with joy. Now, let's anchor one thought. A fast life without direction is more dangerous. Anything fast is dangerous, right? You don't know what is coming along with it. Then a life which is a bit slow, but it is with clarity, makes more of a smooth transition to take steps forward and a substantial one. Now, in the job, first and foremost thing is handling rejection. Many people, when somebody says, no, I don't want you, you're not capable, we feel depressed. No, that's where we have to start thinking. Why did they reject me? Where is my potentiality missing? Let me work on it. A slow progress, that shift that's needed. And let's build that emotional resilience. सबसे पहला तो रिजेक्शंस हम देखते हैं इंटरव्यूज में, एग्जाम्स में, रिलेशनशिप्स में, हमारे कॉन्फिडेंस में. And then we feel stuck despite effort. And then we start self-doubting after repeated failure. So now, rejection, if we think positively, we can take it as a feedback, not a verdict, not a statement. Whereas growth factor lies in rejections. The more you know where you're not capable and you start working on it, that's where the growth which was invisible becomes visible later. Life generally doesn't reject us, it redirects us. Mark this statement, everyone. Rejection is a redirection, not a failure. It's a room, a door opening for you to redirect your life journey. Now, coming back, making a calm career decisions. How do you do that? Very simple. Emotional decisions to intelligent decisions. Now, how will that happen? Nowadays, market seems to be very competitive. Career choices start building fear, urgency, pressure. Then choosing for money, status versus inner stability. This has to be you. You need to choose wisely. Not just money zyada mil raha hai, but then you know that your freedom is getting captivated. Then you're ending up in a pressure, stressful scenario. Then why are you earning it? So you got to choose the inner stability where you have growth. So let us do 3 filter decisions. Number 1, what am I doing? What is this entire career blueprint was about? Did it build a skill in me? Or does this build a character in me? Does this build long-term stability in me? Do I have skill, character, long-term stability? Yes, then well and good. No, if 2 out of 3 are missing, then you have to pause. A calm mind makes accurate decisions. So you got to calmly think, do I have a skill? or I need to upgrade? Do I have a character that matches the profile a company is requiring, or do I have to build it? Do I have a long-term stability mindset, or do I have to work on it? That's when your accurate decisions make you a successful person. Next, building consistency and inner discipline. Let's shift the focus from motivation to execution. Motivation, what it does, it's temporary, like we saw that video. Whereas the discipline is built through small, repeatable actions. Like the founder director of 3RI Technologies, Mr. Sharma, Riitesh Sharma ji, this morning spoke about consistency. Only consistency makes you perfect. Even a cricketer, if you have to play on the field, he have to practice every day. He can't be in a party mode and then just get up one morning and say, okay, let's play. Not possible. Your practice makes you perfect. That's how small, repeatable actions will bring in that inner discipline. So one skill every day, maybe 30 minutes or an hour. See for yourself in 3 months' time, 6 months' time, where will you reach? So consistency is what beats the talent. Consistency is what beats the market. Consistency is what beats the pressure that you're facing around. Your future is decided by what you practice daily, not what you plan occasionally. I hope you all are following up. This is a very important statement. Our future is decided with what we do practice daily, not occasionally. So let's close this session today with a reflection and direction. Inner alignment we need. These 3 questions, take it with you. What am I rushing unnecessarily for? What do I want in my life? Question that. What is that one thing do I need to become consistent with? Where am I lacking? Because आज की organizations में only a degree certificate is not validating you. But are you a person who can interact with a right attitude? Are you a person with beauty and brain? Both are checked. What fear am I ready to stop listening to? Is there something bothering you inside? Is there something fearing you? What are you feared about? Nothing you should be feared about when you are ready, when you are prepared. Why do you have to be feared about anything? That daily practice, the daily upgradation within you brings that inner alignment which the industries require. Even to run an AI, they need a person with a high emotional intelligence called EI. So you don't need to have life figured out today. You only need clarity of next step plus a calmness of mind. This step with a calm mind is the one which will open the path that you really looking for. Even in our scriptures, I think, even in our Indian culture or a human nature, it is very well stated that when the mind is clear, the path appears. Until then, keep walking with sincerity. Your sincerity opens the door of provision. You don't have to worry, but you have to be worried about being sincere. All right, thank you very much. Now I will just give you a little briefing about who we are. 3RI Technologies is a private limited company. It is established in 2010. It has accreditations of ISO certified. It is also a partner network with AWS, NASCOM, Pearson, and JASQ Test Center. ENICT Academy and IIT Guwahati are the accreditations of 3RI Technologies. So 3RI stands for respect, rational, response, and innovative. The vision of 3RI is to empower the common youth by incorporating skills into them to achieve their peak potential and serve the nation. We have some more pointers. The programs that we offer as per the 6 months are also customized one. We have mastering in Java, full stack, Python, data science, AI, ML, Gen AI, cloud computing, DevOps engineering, MERN stack, mean stack, Salesforce, various modular courses. All this, if you think that there is somewhere gap in your lives and you want to revive the knowledge, upgrade yourself, then here we are to be the support that you need. Diploma in Java, web development in Python. These are skill upgradation programs that we have, like Selenium, Tosca, Advanced AI, DevOps, AWS Package, Salesforce, Tabula, Power BI, front-end development. So many things we have in stores for you. All you have to do is just come and explore. Also, we do provide soft skills development. Like one of our members, Sharma, had like, I have a gap. What do I have to do? Nothing. Just start working of where you are and where you can be. Know your potentiality. So those kind of sessions on soft skills, personality transformation, advanced managerial training sessions, strategic skills, which a manager would require, spoken English, communication skills, aptitude, and the most important, super over program, which is lined up with mock-up and interview preparation, which will make you industry ready. So we have some of these aspects that I'm sharing it with you. People with 0 to 2 years experience having 3 to 6 lakhs per annum as a salary, whereas 2+ years until 5 years of experience candidate is earning up to 6 to 15 lakhs per annum. Senior data scientist who has an experience of 5 to 9 years is earning from 12 to 25 lakhs per annum. DS architect or head of the department who has experience over a decade is earning nicely between 20 to 40 lakhs per annum. You can check this data out on our website and on our Instagram page as well as our WhatsApp channel. So we have many case studies. A person from a mechanical field experience did a course and then became a junior data scientist. And a dentist who was from non-technical background learned Power BI and now became a Microsoft certified Power BI data analyst. So we have many case studies as such. If you're interested, you're welcome to connect with us, and we are here to support you, guide you, be there until you achieve your dream. Hopefully, this whole aspects that you have gone through, learned, have given you some opening to revive back, inspire yourself back, and get back on the grounds and earn for yourself and live a better life. So these are a few factors that we have, people who have achieved. So this is our Instagram scanner. You can scan and get connected. Many of the updates you will get there. I will share the link also along with you. So let's end it here. Thank you very much, everyone. So I'm sharing the links on the chat box. In the meantime, if any one of you have any queries, please feel free to ask. We are here to support and guide in any aspects that you require. Yes, anyone? Any questions? Any doubts? Anything that we can guide you on, factors? If you need anything, let us know.
Hi, Neha. This is Varsha here.
Hello, Varsha.
I
How
have
are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm also good. Yes, please tell me.
I have done a course from 3RI, and it was from March to 2025 to August 2025. After that, I haven't received any placement form to fill in, and
All right.
so that was my query.
No worries. You can just connect back to us
Okay.
and we will guide you, or you can just directly come. Since you are the part of the 3RI, then you are welcome to your home anytime. And we will be happy to assist you with what is that you need to work on and where is the gap and how to get you placed.
Okay, yeah. Thanks a lot, Neha.
You're welcome. Okay, so on the chat box, I have sent you the Instagram link. Also, I'm sending you a WhatsApp channel you can join. We are creating some kind of courses, workshop, which will be free of cost. You can join even that channel. Okay, so thank you, everyone. See you very soon with a great potentiality and a wonderful journey ahead. Take care. Have a wonderful evening.
Thank you.
I'm leaving the screen where you will find our contact numbers. You can connect to us if you have any further queries. Thank